우리 필요 없어 다른 사이 빈대처럼 새긴 lights 배달의 발을 올려 마치 bike I just gotta get it, watch me go I just gotta get it, watch me go I just gotta get it, cause I knew it, cause I knew it, cause I knew under the new, cause I knew it, cause I knew it, cause I knew under the new. Yeah. 밤내려 입고 오는 스튜디오까지 트립이 고장난 the best squad. Yeah, yeah. 불러왔는 웹사이트까지 마치 작업실에서 불을 피워 밤도 때나까지 우린 너를 만들었지 and this track is so sick 레벨 좀 더 키워 이 노래는 달려도 우린 필요 없어 다른 사이 Paint the town 초록색의 lights 배달의 발을 올려 마치 bike I just gotta get it, watch me go 어렸을 때부터 난 동네서 좀 특이해 yeah, 맘은 이미 파스타 100개 중인데 우리 모두 눌러 쓰고 누구를 추진해 우리 보고 엄지들어 묻은 구시대 yeah. Watch me out 지나주면 바로 던져 넣어 마치 freedom 우린 필요 없어 다른 사이
I put it slow.
Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls delivered a 4-game sweep to become conference champions. Now, the quest is for one ultimate goal. Just 4 wins away. The first chapter begins against Baltimore. The pinnacle of the postseason. The NBA Finals is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for Baltimore. Jay out there with Rob Williams. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then it's Jalen Wells. And for Chicago, we've got Bruce Ellis. Jones is out there with Ellis. Then it's Collins, and it's Robinson. And at the 3 spot, taking a look at Baltimore. This is it, their whole season, all their effort, all their energy to get them here, the final.
And I'm sure the feeling in their locker room was different today. That finals atmosphere is unlike anything else. This is what it's all about.
Outside Collins. The 3. Baltimore with the rebound. That's the 3-5. Connects from 3-point range.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
For 3, Ellis trains the 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
From past the arc, and the Bulls another 3.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Chicago has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Allen. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
There's a check in for Baltimore. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Robinson. Oh, he's a high flyer.
That was nasty.
That's just filthy.
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Oh, he knew what he was going to pull off because you got to practice that one. You don't just come up with a slam like that on the fly. You don't rehearse stuff like that. Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
For Baltimore, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Allen against Ellis. Here's Jay. Count that bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
We've seen the lead Jans quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. But he can wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's Chicago. They're up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
We got Isaac Okoro. Ellis is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Miller, and it's Smith in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Here's Giddey, following the basket by Fred VanVleet. Giddey kicks to Okoro, over Allen. And Okoro with the basket on the assist from Giddey.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
VanVleet with it, defended by Giddey. Harris finds Robinson. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And really no longer a ball stopper. Harris has significantly improved his passing ability over the years.
It's Ellis on the wing. 14 points for him. Drills it from outside.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Ooh, you can break all the ankles you want. You still got to knock down the shot, and he nails it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Zach Collins checked in for Smith. Bruce Ellis comes in for Miller. Robinson's checked in for Isaac Okoro. And Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. That one goes. Count it. He's got 11.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Robinson's checked in for Tobias Harris. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Outside, Robinson fires for 3. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Robinson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
And that's back-to-back threes. He just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Man showing some terrific range.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's running around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for the Chicago Bulls.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when they didn't have a good look, they made it look good.
Checking out the circumstances for Baltimore. They've made it this far, game 1 of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxy.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Here's Ellis. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. On the floor for Baltimore, we've got Grayson Allen. Rob Williams is out there with Jay. Then it's Jalen Wells. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Ellis outside. 6 on the shot clock. Baltimore with the rebound. Allen outside. Jacks up a 3, and Baltimore hits again from deep.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those 3s coming.
Robinson, that's good.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Baltimore trails by 5. Jay, the pass to Allen. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Buzelis. Rebound by Williams. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Wells finds Williams. Nobody near Allen. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And that's a bounce-back 3, and they're back in the lead.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Sweet move. What a terrific move that was. 19 points in the game.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Buzelis. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the 3rd. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bulls lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from United Center. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Trey Jones, Buzelis out there with Robinson. Then it's Ellis, and it's Collins in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Got it to go!
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or 2 in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep that one.
Now Robinson. On the wing, Ellis, defended by Allen. He gets it to go.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Baltimore's head coach had some words for his team over the break. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Ellis against Allen. Oh, what a play inside.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. The footer nails the jumper.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Got it! This kid, Buzelis, loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
And Baltimore calls time here. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shot from 12. 2 points. That one goes.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Chicago with the ball. 3-point lead. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
That's in there.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first, and that moves to a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. Beyond the arc. Down it goes for 3. Knocked away. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation as we present our player of the game.